All right. Let's get this shit done. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Up, 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 up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. How we get? Come on. Ooh. One more. Okay. Oh. Okay. Next set. 2 failure. Holy shit. There it is. I think. I gotta move it back. That's cute. You can see the shit. Alright. Okay, we cue. We cue. Cue. Up. Shit's heavy. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. 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 Whew. Whew. Hey, 15 seconds. To probably like 2 or 3 mile reps. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Breathe. You can do that. Breathe. 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 Gotta breathe. Hopefully this is working. If it's not, I'm fucked. This is all that's going through my phone. And I look like a jackass. Alright, back up. Few more seconds, come on. Probably get like 1 and then fucking almost die and get it back up, huh? Right? Come on. Let go. This is fucking hard, man. I forget about this all the time. Okay, I'm like, oh, I'm big and strong. No, buddy. You're not big and strong. You're just... Maybe I pushed too fucking hard on those squats. Oh my god. Oh fuck. We gotta do it again, man. 4. Fuck. How do we drop a plate? Let's go. Okay.
And then when I got to Old Town Midvale, there was legit somebody in the road just stopped there with their blinkers on. Mom happened, and you could tell they're actually trying to park. And I'm like, dude, you can't do this. Like, you can't block a walking road.
Okay. Do deficit deadlifts. Or RDLs, pretty much. Because they're fun. I'm probably gonna get like fucking 4, 5 reps. Ah! Up. One more. Ah! I'm tired. I'm go to bed. I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna kill myself. But the gym, man. Games. That's the fun part about this whole fucking experiment. Is the games. The game! Okay. One more. Never mind. I'll pass the fuck out. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm tired. As much as I can get right now. That's my goal. gonna tear a fucking hamstring, feels like. I'm gonna go to bed. Fuck this. Alright. I'm gonna drop like 15 pounds. So I should get more reps, hopefully. Fuck. Go back. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna move that shit. Alright, I'm better than like. Oh my god. What's the fucking amount of inflammation I've seen in my quads in a minute? Okay. That's fucking crazy. Oh. Back up in the light. Right there. Holy shit. This lighting is crazy. Oh, it's fucking. Oh my god. It's actually crazy. This bulk is fucking insane right now. Like, quads are looking nice as shit. Like, they're inflamed as fuck, but, like, they're big. Like, that's the fun part. Is they're looking big as shit. Like, fucking posing trunks, just fucking, whoa. Alright. I fucking hate these. Look. Huh. Okay. I'm tired. This is a 4-minute posting session. Me just fucking around. I should probably go through mandatories. I'm tired. This leg that killed me. Posing. I'm looking fucking insane. I'm full of shit. So that's fun. Like quads. I'm looking good. But it's probably just the lighting that's making me look so fucking crazy. Like let's step into the light. No fucking light. See? Nothing. I'm dark as shit. Like no muscle definition at all. I'm guessing it's the lighting making me look so fucking crazy. But hey, you do what you can with what you have.
Hello. Probably wasn't talking much today. It felt like I was just training today. No communication, no nothing. Just fucking headstrong, move weight. Which was fun. I love moving weight. I do love doing that, but I also like hitting my reps and sets, so it's kind of a weird thing, like, it's like everyone's so big on like fuck science-based right now, and I mean training is science. It's science technically. It's, if you understand what you're doing is you're running an experiment on yourself, you are being like, okay, if I do this many reps and this many sets, oh man, my door, fuck it. Oh yeah. Like if I do this many sets, this many reps, will I get bigger, or will I gain less muscle, or will I lose muscle? Will I get smaller? You're being a science. You're doing it technically scientifically. It's kind of the funny part about like people hating on science-based lifters and being like, I'm an ego lifter. What you're doing on a technicality is you are doing a type of science. You are the man in the field testing your theory. Now, does that mean your theory is wrong or right? No. It means the theory you have about how your body will react is either right, and you're proving it right, or you are wrong, and you have to find out why. That's why a lot of people are so big on like, my training's the best, no, this training's the best, blah, 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 because they proved to themselves that their theory works, and now they have to test it on everybody else. See, that's science. You find out if it's an outlier or it is the mean, or it's part of the bell curve. So, you know, or you're in that middle of the bell curve, which you want to be when you're doing science. Like anything like that, you want to be part of the statistic. You don't want to be in the outlying part. So, but that's also an ego thing. Like, science-based lifting is just being like, okay, there is a new study saying that this works because they tested it on this amount of many people, and now I'm gonna go out there in the real world without scientists yelling at me to train harder, or without scientists monitoring every single rep and being like, that wasn't 100%, that wasn't 1 IRR, that wasn't 2 in the tank, that wasn't. They're not telling me what to do. I am the one being like, okay, now that this anecdotal evidence has been shown, let me find out if it's been proven right or wrong in the real world. Not in a lab where everything's sterile and everything. That's actually part of science. You are now becoming the guinea pig for science. Anytime you do any type of lifting or anything you believe you are right on and you test it, that's a scientific theory. You have a theory, you go out in the world and test it and find out if you're right or wrong. So when people say, I'm not a science-based lifter, I'm an ego lifter. No. You can be an ego lifter and science-based. The thing is, being science-based right now is saying, I am using this paper to tell me if how I should be training. And there's always going to be papers proving this and that, who's wrong, who's right, because they'll do a second study to prove if this theory was right, even though it was tested the first time. It has to be proven by 3 different studies to see if it's actually correct or it was just an outlier that happened. Like, you grabbed someone out of the street and went, okay, you train like this, and oh my God, they grew 15 pounds of lean tissue? Is that an outlier? Or was that going to happen with everybody? That's the problem that I have with one of the experiments that Nautilus did. The person who created Nautilus also ran an experiment. I forget what it was called. I think it was called the Minnesota experiment. Something like that, where they grabbed a dude who hasn't trained in almost 3 years, made him train the exact way they wanted him to train. Like, they made him train low volume, high intensity, and see if he would grow. Well, muscle memory was something that happened. He actually grew a few pounds from what he lost when he was not training anymore. So when he stopped training, he lost, I guess, like 5-10 pounds. And then they put him on this high intensity workout, muscle memory happened, and he gained about 25 pounds of lean tissue and lost body fat. Now, to do that experiment exactly the same, you would have to find someone who stopped training for a year or more, put them back in a fucking testing environment, and find out if they will gain 25 pounds of muscle. Or you can do a logistical test and be like, okay, let's find someone who really isn't into training, pay them amount of money for them to train for this amount of months while I am watching them train. I am now their personal trainer. I am testing this theory, and we'll find out if they will grow the same amount of muscle as this guy. And every time someone's tested that theory, they don't gain as much muscle as him. They actually gain, I'd say, like 4 or 5 pounds, 10 on like a good day. Not a good day, like on a fucking, like an immaculate gene, like someone who has amazing genetics, someone who's gonna grow no matter what. That's okay. But they tested it, found out it's not as significant as they thought. And they went, okay. And then they tested another theory with a different subject and went, okay, you do high reps, we tell you how many reps you have left in the tank, and you train to that point and no further. And we will do more frequent training sessions than the other guy. So who grows more muscle? They saw that generally, if you do more reps if you do more sets throughout the week, you will gain more muscle. It still has to be fairly intense. That was the thing that people did not look into, was he was training within 2 reps of failure, which is pretty fucking hard. Like, it is real damn hard to train 2 reps within failure, because you're slowing down. You're like, God damn it. And you're just pushing. And then you go for those 2 more reps and they go, you're stopped. Done. You hit your reps. You're good. On to the next exercise. Or, okay, you get 2 to 5 minutes of rest. You're done. Hit it again. That'll happen. That's okay. But that was them trying to see who would grow more muscle. And many studies have shown that newbie lifters who do that type of training, where they're like within 5 reps left in the tank before they start getting into that like month mark, which is the what's it called? Fuck, I forget what it's called. Like that training block, and then they push up the intensity and then push up the intensity. Slowly doing that actually has shown to do a little more gains than just going balls to the walls, giving yourself, I think it was like he gave I think it was like 3 days worth of like, what is he doing? 3 days worth of rest and then hit a different body part. It's like he trained, I think, each body part fucking once every 2 weeks. I think that's what Mike Spencer did. Once every 2 weeks was every body part, which was crazy. Which is crazy low amounts of volume. But he was also going to failure every time. So, I don't know. It could be he was an outlier. Or it could be that some people, when they train at a certain way, they grow. That's the fun part about the human body. You don't want to get put in this box of, I say this, so this only works. No. You have to find out the way you like to train. And that means you have to find out how you train. Within the first couple of months, you will be like, fuck. Find a training that you can stick with. Stay with that for about a year. See if you still like training like that. See how much muscle you've grown from training like that because of newbie gains and stuff like that. See how much bigger you're gonna get. And be like, I really like this training, or do I want to do something else? Like, it's not my favorite training method. It's not fun to me. That's 5th. That's 4th. I need to go into 3rd. Fuck. But like finding that out will help you significantly more than listening to every single person who says their training is the best. Because that means you will switch up every 2 weeks. Because you will find someone on the internet and be like, my training's better than this guy's. And then you'll be like, okay, let me try it out. And then you see no significant gains at all. It's because there wasn't enough time for your muscles to react and grow. Because you changed it up so damn quickly that they could not get stronger because you were changing up the exercises so damn much. I understand that it's exciting to be able to do that much. Like, to do so many different exercises. But guess what? To grow muscle, it has to be monotonous. Not completely monotonous. I'm gonna say this. You have to get to the point where sometimes you are bored doing the same exercise over and over for at least a month and a half. Then you can change it up. Because then you had enough time for your body to actually adapt and get stronger. You can get stronger by doing exercise over and over, and you will get bigger by doing that, because guess what? You are now progressively overloading the muscle. This thing about all this time under tension, mechanical tension, the stretch, these are all things that new lifters do not have to think about right then. What you should be thinking about as you are a new lifter is trying your best not to get injured. Because if you get injured, you can't train. If you get injured, your training goes down significantly. You understand that that's not fun for most people who love the gym, is because when you're first getting in the gym, if you get injured on day 5, you know how much harder it is for you to get back into the gym because you've injured yourself. Now you're scared of the weights. Take it easy for the first couple months, then ramp it up. Don't throw yourself into it. Even if you were getting back from, even if you were one of those people who trained in high school or trained in college, and you stopped training for a few years because life got so fucking hectic that it's just too damn much for you at that moment, that you come back after a year or after a few months where shit just calmed down for you to have enough time that you can train again. Don't go balls to the walls. Don't train like you used to train. I'm going to tell you something that most people don't want to hear, especially when they're in love with the gym. Train like a pussy for the first couple weeks. Because you are still getting back into the groove. You are still getting your muscles to remember how strong they were. It'll take a few weeks. It'll take maybe a month, if you're unlucky, to get back up to the strength you had a year ago. It's not going to take a year for you to get back into that strength. It's going to take you a couple months. But that's okay, because every person who's been to the gym understands this. If it is your first time into the gym, do not go balls to the walls. That is my pet peeve when I first see people training someone, or when I first see someone starting in the gym. They saw some motivational video and they're like, I have to train so damn hard because this person did it. No. You are you and he is him. They are they. They are training completely different than you are because they have these many years under their belt. They had this ability to become strong enough. Or they have this time that you don't have for them to adapt for this amount of weight. Because I don't like seeing people get injured, because it just makes them entirely quit the gym because they're scared. They think, damn it, I could be better. If only I didn't injure myself. Well, you injured yourself because you thought you were stronger than you were at that very moment. You thought you could go harder than you needed to. I have seen so many people in videos who are training people who literally put these motherfuckers through leg days that they don't even do sometimes. Actually, most of the fucking time. They put them through this hell because they're like, I have to make sure they do this transformation so well. Makes me look better as a coach. No. A coach should know how to push their athlete properly. You don't You don't make someone, when it's their first ever leg day with you, not be able to walk the next day, or they're still sore 2 days later. Because then it puts them in this mindset where they don't want to train anymore. You suck the love of training out of them because you're being selfish. You're being too gun-ho because you want to sell an app. You want more people to buy your course because holy shit, I got this dude to change from 180 pounds of almost 25% body fat to 160, 12 to 15% body fat in 90 days. That's impressive. Will that guy stay that body fat? Will that guy want to go to the gym after that 90 days with you? That shit that you put them through, they now think that's what training is. They think training has to be something so difficult that they cannot move certain body parts anymore for at least a day. They're so sore they can't pick anything up. They're so sore they sit on the toilet and they can't get back up. The fuck? Who does that? You can't. I understand that's the type of world we live in. That's the type of people that get famous. It's the people who have eccentric personalities. People who can keep your attention for longer than 2 seconds. That's fucking crazy to me. That someone could be so gun-ho that they actually might hurt someone because of how hard they're pushing them. You ease into a workout, guys. You warm them up, you teach them an exercise. You don't make them fucking first day failure. You don't go to the gym and push them so damn hard that they're literally not being able to train for another 2 weeks because they're so damn sore. Their muscles are actually shrinking by then. They're not growing anymore because of how sore they are. The funny part about muscle growth is your muscles are either always growing or always shrinking. There is no in between. So if you are so sore you cannot train until the next week on this body part, you are now actually shrinking. Your muscles are now not getting the amount of tension, the amount of time under tension, the amount of mechanical tension is needed for it to grow. That is something I wish I didn't do when I was younger. Is I pushed myself so hard that I could not walk. So I was actually, I think, overtraining. Because I was sore for 2 days after doing a leg day. I was sore for so long that I couldn't actually go back to the gym. I'd actually push myself to go back to the gym on a day even though I am so sore I can't even actually properly hit that muscle group. Meaning I am not giving it enough mechanical tension for it to actually grow. You know how sucky that is? That I am pushing and pushing and I'm not growing. I'm not seeing any results. Because guess what? You have now pushed yourself to the point that you can't actually go hard enough for your body to actually grow, because your muscles are still really strong. They're just really sore because holy shit, you pushed too hard, or the trainer you're working with pushed you too hard. I'm done with my rant for right now. Probably do it tomorrow or something like that. But that's the end of this video. We will end it off with an actual rant for about 20 minutes. So